Good morning. It is December 14th, 2020, and I wanted to do a technical analysis on this company, AquaBounty Tech. And what sparked my interest was somebody on YouTube who, I don't know for sure, I didn't check into it. He claims that ARK Investments is buying this stock. I mostly go by the technicals, and on your daily chart, if you look at your daily chart, they ran this thing up to almost $12, right? And look down here on your RSI, when they ran it up, your relative strength index came up pretty high, right? Your big investors look at this stuff, okay? That's why us small investors look at it. We're trying to follow them, right? So the other thing that I like is this gap here, right? I don't know how quick I can do this without taking too much time, but I want to put a square here. You see this square? That's a gap. So generally speaking, I would say more than generally speaking, gaps always get filled. And it may be close to being filled. But I like the fact that this has a nice pullback, and it's a healthy pullback. It's not a big dump, you know what I mean, where they broke the 20-day moving average. I like to trade off the 20-day moving average on your daily. I think it's safe. If you do that and you watch the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and they're not breaking the 20-day, then it's my opinion. It's not financial advice, but it's my opinion. Also watching this RSI down here. You see where it is down here? Nice and safe. It's not overly strong. I would love to see it down here at around 30, because then I would be more confident that this thing is going to pop. But I do believe, and I'm hoping for, let's go to the hourly chart, a pullback this morning. You see this? I don't really like it this high as an entry point. I would like to have an entry point. If they could drop this down to 7 or 7.10, then I'm going to enter. I may just start with a few shares. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back to the daily. So that's my philosophy. I look at the daily. I look at the 20-day. I look at the volume. I'd like to see more volume, but you got to remember, this is a pullback, and they gently pulled that back for 4 days. That means they're not getting rid of the stock, but they, in my opinion, institutional investors looked at the 20-day. They said we're overshot, but the 20-day a little bit too much. Let's pull back. Let's bring others involved. Let's get other money involved. And now I believe, and I hope that they pull it back to maybe bounce it off. Nowadays, they don't go to whole numbers, it seems like. They might pull it back to 685 or 695, and that'll be my entry point. And you do what you think is right. That's my take on AquaBounty. If you want to know about the company, what little I know is that it is a fish farm type of technology, but ARK Investment is getting involved, and they specialize in up-and-coming businesses, and they do make risky bets. Right now they're investing in nano printing, and they're going to wait on that. Now they're in things for the long term, but I don't think this one is necessarily. The other thing I wanted to show was the history on this thing, right? Let's go to the quarterly. Let's see what kind of history. Way back in 2017 is when they started. But over here is what I wanted to look at. In March of 2018, they had moved this thing up to almost 10, right? So there was interest in this. Now for 3 months now, there's a lot of interest in this. I believe there's strength whenever something holds the 20-day on your daily chart. So that's my take. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Have a good trading day today. John signing out.